right, what's up everyone? This is Mr. Solano. Happy Monday. So we're gonna do this couple of things. Make sure you have the three half papers from the sub. You need 3 of them for today, and then make sure you glue it on. So for the bell ringer, this is what you are looking at. Remember, we're doing direct variation. So this question says, what is the direct variation if y is 3, x is 6, and then you're going to compare this to the y. So we'll set up our proportion here, y and x. Y is 3, x is 6. Now we gotta look at this second y, which is going to be 4 here. So make sure you have a calculator, and then we'll just call this x. Let's do 6 times 4. So with your calculator, 6 times 4. Calculator. 6 times 4 is 24. Divide that by 3. All right, let's divide this. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay, so your answer over here is 8. This x is 8. Or 8. Okay, this one equals 8. All right, let's go to the next one. And remember, you can stop the video at any time and then go back to it. All right, so for this one, what is the direct variation if y is 9, x is 7, and we're looking at this one now. This one is the y is 36. Okay, so same thing. What you're going to do is with your calculator, do 36 times 7. 36 times 7 is 252. You're going to divide that by 9. Divide 9, and the answer is 28. Okay, so write 28 right there. 28. Right where that x is. All right, let's start the second paper. All right, so make sure you have this paper. Do me a favor, put the date here. 11/9. Oops, move this up. Oh man. All right, 11/9. Just so I can remember. Now today we're just gonna do what's called parallel lines. All right, so we're just gonna fill out the parallel line part. So this one says, given a linear equation and a certain point, you can create another equation that passes through the point and is either parallel or perpendicular. So today's parallel lines. Now if you remember, parallel lines have same slopes, okay? So draw a picture. So if you have a graph like this, the parallel lines will look like this. Okay, that's called parallel, where they don't touch each other, but they'll keep on going. So make sure you write that one down. Now the next one here, we're just going to do the parallel examples, right? Just this one. And number 1 says, write the equation of the line that passes through the point -2, 7, and is parallel to the line y equals -4x plus 1. So to do this, we're going to put x and y. And this will be known as x1 and y1. Make it small there. Now we're going to use the point slope formula to solve for this. So the point slope formula is y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. We're going to be using these. And the reason why we're going to do this is it needs to have different slopes. Remember, parallel lines go like this. So they're going to have different y-intercepts, but should have similar slopes. All right, so we're going to do this part. Let's put this, so we have the y here minus y1, which is 7, equals -4, and then the x is here minus x1, which is -2. And be careful here, when you have two negatives, this becomes a positive. Okay, it becomes a positive. So when you have two negatives here, it becomes a positive. So make sure you do that part. All right, so distribution first. Use the distributive property. So it goes y minus 7 equals 4x. And then -4 times +2. -4 times, oh wait, wrong one, negative, hold on, -4 times +2 is -8, -8, okay. Then we're gonna create the y-intercept, +7, +7, cross it out. So write your answer here, y equals -4x, and then we're going to do -8 plus 7 -1. Right, that's how you do that one. Now same thing here, but this one's a little tricky because this one's in standard form. Remember now, standard form has the x and the y on one side, and y-intercept form is this one right here, where the y is by itself. So this one's going to take an extra step. We're going to have to move the x over. I'll try to write small here. Let's write small. So x minus 3y equals 9. We're going to minus the x here, right? Minus the x. At -3y equals -x plus 9. Then we gotta get rid of this -3. Remember now, we need the y by itself. All right. So you got y equals, remember now, there's an imaginary 1 there, -1. Oh, no, it's positive, because it's, hold on. Where's this one? Oh, yeah, I got it. All right, so -1/3, and then -3. All right, so there is our first line, right? It'll look like this one probably. Now we got to do another one. So for this one, write small because I don't think there's enough room. Remember to put x and y here. -1, -1/3, x minus 3. And this is y plus 1, right? Because 2 negatives are positive. Equals -1/3 x. And then we're going to plus, let's do 1/3 times -3. For this one, you can use Desmos. Let's type in Desmos for this one. I'm only using Desmos because I don't have a graphing calculator at home. But let's put it here. So negative 1/3 times 3 is negative 1. All right. So let's move this over this way. So this one is, wait, negative 1/3. Oh, it's negative 3. Okay, so negative 1. All right, and that's our answer was minus 1 here. Cross it out. So make it small. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus, or negative 2. Or just put negative 2. Let's put just negative, erase this one. All right, just put negative 2 there. There we go. All right, just use an eraser for that one. Negative 2. All right, there's your answer. So y equals negative 1/3 x minus 2. All right. All right, let's practice on a few of these. So we're going to do perpendicular on Wednesday, but let's practice this one. All right, this is the third paper. So there's a lot of steps here. We're going to use the point slope formula y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Okay. All right, so let's do this one. So this one's not bad because this one's already in y-intercept form. So you're going to put y minus y1, which is negative 1, equals m, which is 2x, 2, and then x minus negative 4. Now we got some double negatives here, so we're going to have to make these into positives. So these are double negatives. This will be plus, and this will be plus. Okay. All right. So we got y plus 1 equals 2x, right? Multiply this, and then multiply this, plus 8. Okay. We're going to minus 1 here to bring it to this side. Remember now, we need the y by itself equals 2x plus 7. Okay, that's our answer. All right, let's do number 6. You know what? Do number 6 on your own. Let's go to 7. I'll have you do 6 and 8 on your own. Let's do 7. So xy. This one's a little harder because it's in standard form because the x and the y are on one side. So let's move this over. Minus x. So it's going to be negative 2y equals x, negative x plus 14. All right, we're not done with this one. We have to do negative 2 on all of it. Cross it out. So we got y equals 1 over 2x. That's positive. And then let's do 14 divided by negative 2. 14 divided by negative 2 is negative 7. All right, now we got it into y-intercept form. Let's do this in standard form. So y minus 5 equals 1/2 x minus 4. Okay, so we got y minus 5, 1/2 x, then half of negative 4 is negative 2. And you can see it here. If you do 1/2 times negative 4 is negative 2. There we go. Oops, I forgot to put that there. All right, yeah. So 1/2 times -4 is -2. All right, let's finish this one up. Try to get this over right there. All right, let's finish this one. So we're gonna add 5 to this, add 5 to this, and your answer is gonna be, put it on the side here because I'll run out of room here. Y equals 1/2 x, and then -2 plus 5 is +3. All right, so on your own, I'm going to be looking if you can do numbers 6 and 8. All right, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. After, just do iExcel.